Hello there, commanders, and welcome back. It is good to be back. And we are back with our Season 3 Finals, Domination Edition. Conquest is tomorrow. Anybody interested? Still time to sign up. The tournament started 30 minutes ago, and we just received our first replay. Replays from the other matches should soon follow. At the moment, they are not there yet. But by the time we are finished with this replay, I hope there will be another one. And so the tournament will flow. I'm not entirely ready with everything, but I think we will just go with it as we go through the tournament. It's never gone wrong. Let's go. So, the first match is Berserk versus Exel. Berserk, obviously, stable player since the very first tournament we've had. Exel is new to our tournaments, first time participating in any of them. So, don't really know anything about him other than that he's from the same clan as Berserk. So, they know each other at least. We'll see if that plays into how they play. So, Berserk going with quite a explosion heavy composition. Why is the map bugged? Hello? I have the little tavern. I do have the little tavern mod enabled. So, what the hell? Yep, it is enabled. I am not mistaken. I was suspicious that there was no name of the map. But I figured it is because they're playing on the Russian version. That's why the names don't show up. What if I disable the mod? The UI mod? Has never caused any problems, so I wouldn't assume it would now. I mean, there was an update to the mod, I think earlier today or yesterday. So what if their mod isn't up to date? Maybe somehow my mod isn't up to date, but it should update itself when launching Warhammer. So well, that's a good start. I'm seeing GG's in quarterfinal match number 2, so hopefully a replay will be posted soon. I mean, yeah, it doesn't say the map. Well, I have another replay, so we're just going to go there. Also doesn't say the name of the map. Yep, okay. What the actual fuck? I mean, I have the mod, hello? I will just re-download it, I guess. Never happened before, so that's weird. Mm, gonna unsubscribe and resubscribe. That should do it. Okay, downloading. It's almost 2 gigabytes, so gonna take a bit. In the meantime, why don't we have a look at the bracket? Whoa, we're not ready for this yet. Bracket link first. Yeah, that will be the wrong link. Need to in Google Drive. I am not logged into Google Drive. No, it logged me out. Great. Two-step verification. Let's go. Wow. Also, NVIDIA Broadcast used to be such a good app, and now they have updated it, and now it sucks. Like, how have they gone so much backwards? At least, but hey, at least I am here on time, unlike Harpy. Okay, the mod has been re-downloaded. Okay. That looks almost correctly. Why is it moved like that? I can just do
of fate.
full screen, I guess.
It reveals the secrets of the past, the present, and what may come to be.
It's good enough.
Most would think me fortunate to own such a book, but I can only use it in service to others. That is my curse. It wakes, tormenting me once more, feeding on the mysteries of this world, unraveling them into opportunity. But opportunity for whom?
Okay. It still doesn't say them up. What the fuck? I mean, as you can see, I have this. Hello? Not campaign. I have no idea what the fuck is going on actually. There is a spectator slot. The password is probably 1, 2, 3. Nope. Although it did say unspecified error. Maybe they started the game. Okay, one of them played on Grove of Slaughter. But I don't think that map Hashut oil fields. And this was also Hashut oil field. Maybe the Hashut oil fields are bugged. Here we have Dunes of Cain, but not yet a replay. And here we have the Grove of Slaughter, but also not yet a replay. Hashut oil field. Yeah, they're not here. What? There's a D Hashut oil field. Yeah, they're not here. What? What? I mean, they're playing because they're not reporting like, yo, you have Hashut oil fields in your map pool. But there are no Hashut oil fields in the game. First of all, why did it disappear? Also, it says here in the patch notes for the map pack, there has been outdoor farmlands have been added. But it's also not here. Okay. I have yet another replay. And some already battled too from Berserk, while some others haven't even finished their first battle. Let's see if this is also bugged, but yeah, something's wrong. And I just re-downloaded the mod, so I should have the latest version. Like, hello? It says Mountains of Morn, which is a CA map. It should work. As you can see, no faction names because they're in Russian. They don't show up in my version. But yeah, the map loads. But it's a CA map. But the other maps should also work. But why are there no Hashid oil fields? Hello? Okay, well, let's not let this ruin our enjoyment of the tournament. So, we've got Berserk on Britannia. We have a Royal Hippogriff Knights. That'll be his main unit, over 2,000. We also have Field Trebuchets times 2. And obviously lots of cheap infantry. We've got the Grail Relic as well. And on the opposing sides, Grand Cafe with some standard harmony build. Just infantry spam across the board of a regular caster lord. Really nothing special about the build. No elite units whatsoever, so yeah, just cheap infantry spam. The Royal Hippogriff Knights are poking in, trying to scout, see what's in the forest, but should have seen the ranged units, so they're about to get shot. Unless the G crossbows will just continue walking. No, they're deciding to shoot. The Berserk is dodging. No damage has landed, although it says under fire, but no damage taken. Terracotta Sentinel, there we go, that is an elite unit. Coming in. Also, why is there no music? Hello? I just decided to forget my chain settings. Very cool. Okay, music. Berserk's trebuchets are opening fire. This map is very narrow with all the cliffs present everywhere, but there's also plenty of forests allowing you to sneak through and get close to the points. The Berserk is first on all 3 points.
Keep it from the foe.
Point number 3, not contested at all. So Berserk might be just able to switch his focus away and reinforce in the middle. Anyway, it is on Axel. Start doing something, and that something will be just opening fire. He has a range advantage, but only has no ranged units, apart from the trebuchets, I guess. But now the ranged units are in close range. Their damage output will be higher. Our Hippogriff Knights are going for dive. The Jade Crossbowmen, they have decided against it for a while. Nope, and now they're diving straight from above. Dealing quite decent damage. Trebuchet is just missing everything. Charging into the other Crossbowman unit. The infantry is following, but haven't caught them yet. One of them got stuck behind, but yeah, they've dealt huge damage. And a Comet of Cassandra just absolutely deletes 75% of the Halberdiers. There's another Terracotta Sentinel summoned. This Terracotta Sentinel is diving deep into the backline of Berserk, but that backline is just peasant open man-at-arms with shields. We've got Gotrek summoned, so he's anti-large. We're able to deal with that Terracotta Sentinel pretty nicely. And should have a good cost-effective matchup against him, but the Cafaean frontline is winning. It is much tougher, much better, especially when buffed with the harmony buffs by the Crossbowmen, which need to be kept close. But that is point number 1 flipping in favor of Axel. You know, the Royal Hippogriff Knights are certainly about. But looking at the balance of power they have dealt, like the difference in cost damage, they haven't been that effective, actually. They have taken quite a lot of damage themselves, and they're very valuable. This Terracotta Sentinel diving in once again. Or rather, another Terracotta Sentinel diving in. Yeah, this one is forced to retreat. Barely have dealt any damage, but already suffered like 25% of his health. Gotrek. Yeah, Gotrek has a really good time against him. Chasing him away now. He's not faster, but he's much more rested. And there's some cavalry on cavalry battle. Onyx Crowman, well, so not cavalry, but flying unit, versus some questing knights and mountain yeomen. And there are Pegasus Knights coming in as well. They will be able to dive the backline of the Crossbowmen, and if they are gone, so will be the harmony buff for the front line. But point number 1, holding strong. Units from point number 3 have reinforced point number 2. And the Hippogriff Knights are erasing the backline. Now doing much better, as Halberdiers are not being summoned back to deal with them, so they just get free time to enjoy themselves eating some Jade Warrior Crossbowmen. The artillery is pounding in, but I mean, I would say you need to be wary of the friendly fire, but actually if just some trebuchet shots land in your peasant spearman or whatever, peasant mob, not a big deal. As long as more of those land in the enemy formation, which is much more valuable. So, good tactic overall. And it seems to be paying off for Berserk, as it does have 2000 value advantage on the field. So yeah, we've got Damsel of Heaven and Fate Enchantress. We get comments of Cassandoras and the Blood Chalices and everything. Chalice of Potions, actually. Blood Chalice might be Isabel. And also Uranus Thunderbolt. So, cavalry battle, this time for real. The Onyx Crowmen are also chiming in. With some Pegasus Knights as well. Counter them. They are anti-large, but Onyx Crowmen are actually considered small. But as Terracotta Sentinel, the Pegasus Knights could be used against. So point number 1 is going to potentially be flipped, but point number 2 has been flipped. The Cafaean frontline is strong enough, and actually, since you've lost so many crossbowmen, you can forego trying to make them work and deal damage. Just keep them close to your front line just to provide a buff and win that way. And there's a wave of routing Bretonnians. So, 2 points for Grand Cafe. And there's a cavalry charge of peasant horsemen, so I wouldn't expect that to be too effective, especially since the Royal Hippogriff Knights have something to say about it. Immediately delete the peasant horsemen. Have barely dealt any damage, but 87, not that bad, all things considered. But could have definitely been used in a much more effective way, like for example going after, like through here, and after the routing units, making sure they don't rally as they just did. Maybe hit the artillery, which now cannot shoot, so Berserk needs to adjust their targets. And he's creeping onto both of the points, but doesn't really look like he will be able to get onto either of them anytime soon. Maybe point number 1 actually. Looks pretty good for him now, but there are some campaign reinforcements coming in. The Terracotta Sentinel is about to die. He is integrating or something. He is. I didn't even know he could do that. Well, all the more reason to send him for one last charge, but I guess it's not going to happen. So point number 1 should soon flip to Berserk. He has some units coming in. There's another unit of mounted yeomen summoned in to counter the Jade Lancers. Questing Knights charging out either Peasant Long Spearmen and Crossbowmen to keep them out of the point. So that's pretty good, and point number 1 is flipping quite fast at the moment. But actually Berserk leaves the point, goes to the blob fight. Will be a good target for a spell from Fey Enchantress. Just has regrowth on herself. But I'm definitely looking at chest of potions actually already used. So well, Damsel's still here with Thunderbolt and the Comet. Oh, actually not the Comet, yeah. She doesn't have the Comet. She has Chain Lightning though. And here's Talons of the Night. I still remember the spell names. But it was such an expensive spell on Peasant Mob. Yikes. And it wasn't even a blob, just a singular unit. Yeah, definitely not the best use of it. I would have waited for some Bretonnian cavalry to blow up. Like for example over here, and Talons of the Night over here would be a pretty good choice. So, point number 1 has been flipped back in Berserk's favor, and he's already over halfway through on the point target. Terracotta Sentinel standing strong on point number 2, but still haven't achieved much throughout the duration. He's already exhausted, so he's super slow. Gonna be sent against his battle pilgrims. Reviewing some news being summoned. That's Berserk's backline, I guess. It has retreated after being beaten. And it's quite hard to fight Grand Cafe being able to come back into this battle, so it's pretty much decided with 3,000 of value deficit. And Berserk very much in control of 2 points. And point number 2 being quite heavily contested. Berserk now, everything he's summoned. Oh, holy shit, he just summoned a lot. And 3k deficit just turned into 4k deficit. So there's 1,000, I mean, 5 units, and it's just barely 1,000. Bretonnians are just so cheap. But he's just gonna flat point number 2 and just overwhelm it with numbers. And that Terracotta Sentinel can just stand there and look at them menacingly, and that's about all he can do. Although, if Axel somehow plugs in the gaps, it is very much possible on this map. He could block these units from ever getting in on top of the point, but it still leaves the issue of him needing to capture something more, which isn't going to happen. And there's still those Royal Hippogriff Knights, 11 out of 12 still, and they could get regrowthed. That would be very valuable on them at the moment. And that's exactly what's happening. The regrowth upgraded on them, 32% healing from a single cast. They're going to be back to over half HP by the time the spell finishes. Damsel has been thrown into battle. I guess if you're not planning on using any of these spells anymore, sure. And Berserk is going to flip point number 2. So I'm gonna speed it up. And there we go. Axel also recognizes defeat. But is it 1-1? Or is it 2-0? I mean, it is Berserk, one of our best players. You can safely assume it is 2-0, but you know, who knows? Because this map is bugged, and I hope it's just this map and not the entire Total Tavern pack. I've got another replay from them. Okay, let's find out then. But we also have more maps. Yes, I do. That's quarterfinal match number 4. Match number 2. We also have the second one. Well, let's see. I haven't checked in the chat what maps they have picked. Okay, that's not good. Okay, Grove Slaughter, so CA map is okay. But all the Total Tavern maps are bugged. And I just won't be able to watch them. Something's wrong with the mod. But I just re-downloaded it as well. So... fuck, you know? I'll just delete it again. And re-download it. I'm gonna do properties and verify integrity of game files because like might take a while though. But I've run out of ideas. I'll message Waka Waka. Don't know if he's online though. Well, it says estimated time remaining less than 3 minutes. We'll see. If anything comes of it. Might as well play some music while we're waiting. The classic, the epic. Right, it now says over 5 minutes, over 6. Why is it increasing? That's not how time works. Oh. I was going back down again. But it was over 12 minutes at some point. So, back below 2 minutes. That's good. But for some reason still says 0%. Okay, well, it's downloading the mod again because I've deleted the file. But it doesn't download anything other than that, so yes. Okay, take review is fine. My god, everything's stuck at 99%. Come on. Huh. In the meantime, could have a look at the drafts we've had. Okay, the music stopped. The game is ready. Okay, modern ledger. Just the 2 mods enabled, nothing else. Everything's correct and should work, as it always did. Play. Have a green tick next to both of the mods. So, means they're up to date. Nope. So bugged, what the fuck? Oh, I don't know what to do then. I'm not gonna change the map polls to only CA maps, because that would just ruin the tournament. Not to mention, there's like 5 good CA maps, I guess, and that's about it. Okay, with a full map poll out of that. Hopefully, Waka Waka responds. He's probably sleeping or something. I don't know. Which isn't there. So, Hippo is reporting 2 things on Grave of Waldorf. Yeah, that's a good question. How do we resolve this? But I mean, I also here. Let's see. Yeah, there's no Hashutoli fields. Amazing. There's like some older version of the mod. I don't know. They're reporting problems with Altdorf, but since something is clearly wrong with the mod now, not only I am affected. I don't know. Might as well just take this stream offline and deal with it offline. Okay, so where is my map pool? Graveyard of Altdorf could replace with Ordered Stomping Grounds, Borderland Landing, Witch Castle, Gates of Ekron, Shambling Bog, Relic Forest. That's the entire list of what it could be replaced with. Let's just narrow it down to the better ones. Yeah, so Hitman Hippo just sent me a screenshot. He writes in hash and sees hashed all fields, whereas I just don't. I don't see the other one as well. But I see plenty of other maps. So it's like it's downloading the old version. I guess most similar to Grave of Waldorf would be Border Landing. I mean, they're obviously different, like most similar. Maybe Gates of Vagrant somewhat, but it's a different layout of capture points. Twilight Forest. Nope. What about Edge of Darkwood? That's the one I was thinking about it. Or is it not? So, you don't see what we're writing on Discord, but apparently some other people had problems with the mod 2 a few days ago, and redownloading helped, but well, in my case, it didn't. So, don't know. Maybe I could ask somebody to just upload the 1.7 gigabytes they have and just put it in my folder. The music's at the same time. Well, although this one just keeps looping and looping, so. Ah. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I had to disable one mod, I disabled both. Mod manager. Enable only the Total Tavern tournament. And I will see if I will be able to, well, if any lobbies will be white instead of red. But for some reason it like downloads a different version of the mod. This file size 1.8, but for me it downloads 1.7. Why? Yeah, so just downloads like an older version of the mod. For whatever reason. Yeah, everything's red. Some of these should be white. Yeah, like this, for example. But why does Steam download an older version of the mod? What, like, what? Okay, Google time. I did say okay Google time, and yeah, Google told me what time it is. Yeah, thanks Google. Shut the fuck up. Okay. How to download old mods from older version. It's downloading an older version. I want the newest one. If I ask how to download the newest version, it's just, well, re-download it. Duh. Okay. Yeah, you need to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. And then quit out of the game entirely and restart it. You've done that. Same. This one. Nah. Unsubscribe. I'm gonna exit Steam entirely. Maybe I should even restart my PC. Stream would be dead, but I mean, what stream is? Probably just gonna delete this because there's one battle. Yeah. So just go in later, just cast the replays in my own time and post that, I guess. I mean, I can still make it a stream. Okay. Now I go to workshop. Tavern is 1.8. I click subscribe and it downloads 1.7. No. Like that. Man, I've also restarted my PC before the stream. So. that would be an issue. Okay, there is like a Steam console command. Can I do it that way? Steam console commands download mod. Okay, found it. Go to Steam console. Now I type download item, app ID, workshop ID. Sure, no problem. The workshop ID would be this. App ID would be this. Would be at the very least. Enter. Is running 1,792 megabytes, which is not 1.8 gigabytes. I'm just gonna delete this again. Maybe delete the entire folder. Maybe play some music. Oké, miauw die de... Yeah, technical issues my favorite. Deeper download complete. But I now need to see, like what? This is downloaded to Steve. Oh, Steve's Steam apps. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I downloaded 1.7 gigabytes. Like, what the fuck? Downloaded the same shit. There's a Steam China folder, and it's empty. Well, it's time to restart the PC. What's missing is the game. Yep. Okay, so I'm finishing the stream. I will restart the PC. If I get the mod to work, I will start streaming again. And we'll just go through with it as if nothing happened, I guess. There'll be some catching up, but whatever. If not, I will just run the tournament offline for myself. Luckily, it's just me. I'm not playing, so like, who cares, right? As long as the players get to play, which will also take a little bit of my focus away, so I can focus entirely on running the tournament instead of trying to fix this. Well, that is unlucky as fuck. I just really don't get it. Like, why does Steam download an old version? Like, what? Check for Steam client updates. Your Steam client is already up to date here.